Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of Retro Championship Wrestling. This time we're in the West region for Week 15 action. Big Polly coming to you. We already have our combatants for our first match in the ring. Blue Demon and Gedeon Gita. They will wrestle in the Nippon-style match of junior heavyweights. Both of these men with checkered records. Demon is coming in on a 3-match streak without a loss, while Gita just lost to Bruno Sammartino recently, hasn't seen action in the last couple of weeks. So we'll play out this first match. We'll make it a 30-minute time limit. And off we go. Gita is a guy from East Germany who has been hot and cold in the feds I have run. Blue Demon, you'll see his record here. He got a DQ win over Vern Gagne when he was the junior heavyweight champ back at the inception of RCW. He had a feud with Dr. Wagner and Dr. Wagner Jr. No pin there. And we'll get into our contenders matches. This is a wild card match, we will call it. These are two guys not contending for anything, and Gita has scored the pin with a rolling reverse. And that'll help his cause. Gita by pin at 10-17 with a rolling reverse. I'm just doing my type up for Delphi. Just if you want to find the Delphi forums for Wrestling Finest, just Delphi Wrestling's Finest. That'll probably get you there. So I will get this in. We'll get to our next bout. Good bout, 3 stars, considering its length, 10 minutes. And I always put my YouTube channel in the post, so that if they want to see a more detailed explanation of what happened and see how the sausage was made, I give them that opportunity. So we go to our contenders bout for the Western Tag Titles. And this will be a heavyweight bout because the Toluses, I think, were heavyweights. It will feature the Holy Demon Army, the former Northern Tag Team champs, Kawada and Taue, against John and Chris Tolos. So this is a heel against heel battle. Okay, everything is all set up. I will tell you where they are in terms of their contenderships. West Tag, Holy Demon Army is this is number 1 against number 2. And I made a revision to how I do these kind of ad hoc contender rankings. If you lose cleanly, you're out. If you lose by a technicality, a disqualification, or count out, I just move you to the end of the line. And if it happens multiple times, the one that gets the technical loss earliest gets number 5, and then if it happens again in the same division, they get number 4, and so forth. So neither team has won. The Holy Demon Army won a Battle Royal to become Northern Tag Team champions after the Rock and Roll Express, who were also the World Tag Team champions, vacated. So they're both 0-2-2. And we'll see who gets the win here. Nadoa slam right away. No, does not get the pin. That was by Taue, Akira Taue. So we'll see where we go with this bout. Next up, we got the Destroyer and Hulk Hogan for the in the Western Title Contenders match. So 10 minutes gone by. It's the Tolis is out in front. Crowd don't know who to root for. The Holy Demon Army lost 2 in a row. And the Tolis lost their last bout to the Rock and Roll Express. For the, I don't know if it was for the titles or not. Offhand. Dynamic Bomb does not get a pin. So now we're more than halfway. Now it's an even bout. Oh, Powerbomb, Nadoa Slam does not get the pin. The Demon Army has 4 pin attempts to the Tolis' 1. Nope. We'll see Demon and Gidia when we do RCW next, when we do a non-contenders battle royal. And the winner will get a nod, get in line, get in the waiting list, join one of these contender groups. Knuckles to the forehead by John, no pin. This is looking like it's going to be a draw. Face first to the turnbuckle. Nope. Yep, time limit expired. A 30-minute draw, which will keep both teams in the hunt. They were number 1 against number 2 coming in, so a draw was a logical outcome. 4 stars, good bout. And it was the Holy Demon Army. Led in pin tries 7-3. Okay, so on to our third bout. Brother, I have just recently seen both the Hulk Hogan Netflix documentary, and I also watched Bubba the Love Sponge, who is a local DJ here. He's been in the Tampa Bay area the better part of forever. Howard Stern. And they both have interesting kind of stories about what went on in their lives and how they were very close friends and that fell apart. Kind of like wrestling. So we'll use the best Hulkster card there is, brother. As Hogan battles the intelligent, sensational destroyer, who has no record. That can't be. I've used him before. Let me just look at this again, folks. Might not be in the right. Oh yeah, I'm in the Master Classic. I was gonna say he has a Japanese card, so we get that straight. Okay, folks, my apologies. When you put these matches together in Wrestling's Finest, this happens sometime. Brother. Okay, and off we go. Yeah, Destroyer is 2-4-5, and the Hulkster is 5-2. He just lost to Emile Czaja, giving Czaja the hardcore title #1 contendership. You see here that Hogan is 3 and the Destroyer is 5. Let's see if we can get a result here in this 30-minute time limit bout. Then we have our Brass Knux title bout. That'll be no DQ, no time limit. Auto once against Jack Dempsey, a former champ. Now you think with the size that Hogan would just destroy the Destroyer here, no pun intended. Oh, well, we got him. Destroyer got him off his feet. Tried the figure 4, didn't work. Snap mare, no pin. Attempted. Oh, and Hogan is cut. Hogan is cut as the Destroyer posted him. Hogan gets cut at 5:24. So Hogan is cut, and the Destroyer is just doing a good job sticking, and as they say in boxing, sticking and moving. We'll have not college, but baseball for you tomorrow between in the time travel league. Don't know which game I'm going to be doing, but we'll do one. The game as that season has been moving on, we're going to be crossing the 2/3 point. Now Hogan has rallied back. Pin attempts are 2-1 in favor of Hogan. Airplane spin, punches, legal chop by the Destroyer. This could be a draw. We're almost at 20 minutes. Hogan looks the more fatigued of the two. Dead even bout. And Hogan got tossed out of the ring, and the Destroyer just turns the ring into his property, and he's just kicking and stomping away as Hogan tries to re-enter. Yeah, this might be a draw. 10% of the bout to go. Oh, Hogan got disqualified. He got frustrated at the referee, and he got disqualified. So the Destroyer has defeated Hulk Hogan. Surprise, surprise. At 28:42. Okay, so that's 3 matches down and 4 to go. We have to move Hogan down. Austin and the Destroyer move up. Hogan moves to the end of the line. Brody is on standby because he is a part of the World Brass Knuckle Tag Team Championship, so he's kind of like on standby. He was the former champion, so we just put him in that standby mode. But now Hogan is 5, and he's on the outside looking in. And we head to our Brass Knuckles contenders match. This should be wild and woolly. No DQ, no time limit. Auto Ones, who got off to a good start at RCW, but then ran into some trouble. He will face Jack Dempsey, not the American boxer, but the British wrestler who is he was the first holder of the World Brass Knuckle Championship. So that was held in the East, and he was kind of a journeyman wrestler. So this ought to be good. Wands is 4-2. He just won over Billy Joyce in a recent bout, and Dempsey has not won in his last 4 bouts. Wands should have a size advantage of some note. No time limit here. We go until somebody loses. This is a no DQ bout. Dempsey waylaying Wands with a steel chair. He's leading as we go past 8 minutes. World Brass Knuckles title will be defended later on, and it'll be there next week. Half Nelson, and he got Wands with it. Wow! Holy smokes! So Dempsey has knocked Wands out of competition. That Half Nelson did the job. And now that is 3 losses in Wands' last 4 bouts. So he will be out in terms of being in the Brass Knuckles contendership. Which is going to make Wands a non-contender, and we will have him in the Battle Royal. 3 Battle Royals on the Indies card. Just to give some of these underrated teams a chance at a battlefield promotion, I guess as they call it. So I will put some facts and figures into the database, and I will be back for our championship matches right after, well, I wouldn't say right after this, but you'll see the next part of this almost immediately. You're watching the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims YouTube channel. We'll be back with our title matches almost immediately. Back with you for our championship matches here in the West region. It'll be the Funk Brothers up against the former Western Tag Team title holders, Bam Bam Bigelow, Big Van Vader, in a 60-minute time limit bout. Funks are tweeners because they were, well liked in Japan. They are in 4-1-0. Their sole loss came early to Nick Bockwinkel, Ray Stevens. The Bigelow Vader pairing have not won in their last 3 bouts, but if they score a clean win here, that'll all change. And they'll be champions again. They'll be the first team to win the Western Tag titles twice. So off we go. Should try to find the gaps in the text and see if I have a file that could replace that. Oh, and Bam Bam and Vader are off to a good start. Vader bomb right away. Can they get it? No. As they have not taken a move yet. And they're just hitting the champs with everything but the kitchen sink. Greetings from Asbury Park, which was the name of a Bruce Springsteen album. Does not get the pin, but the Funks are in deep trouble as this bout wears on. Bigelow and Vader are the number 3 contenders, mainly based on them being the former champions. And this is just a pummeling right now, 11 minutes and 40 seconds in. Funks are going to have to make a gigantic comeback. It's like a football team being down 28 points in the first quarter. Near pin attempt there. Standing elbow smash by Dory Funk Jr. Chair shot. And a hard slam does not get the pin. They have 5 pin attempts to the Funk's 1. DQ would be great here for the Funks, but they don't get it. It is very one-sided. We have a cut. A cut on to, we'll say, Terry Funk. So let me just write this up. This would be a huge win for Bigelow and Vader if it happens. And I'm not saying it's going to happen, because they have a massive lead right now. But they got to get the pin. Until they get the pin, it's just my speculation. Spinning toe hold, but they can't get it on. So we continue. Arm holds. Champion's making a bit of a comeback, and you know stamina is going to come into play here. Oh, and that move where the throat goes goes over the bottom rope. Oh, that's painful. And no. Terry kicks out. Great fight in the Funks. Kick to the midsection. No pin. It's 7 pin attempts to 2 at the moment. Spinning toe hold. Could get a pin there, but does not. Power slam. And that does it. We have brand new, well, for the second time, Bigelow and Vader are the tag team champions. They win by pin at 35-15. So they are champions again for the second time. And that will knock the Funk Brothers out of everything. They will be out. And we'll see who moves in to the Western Tag Contenders group. They might take a crack at the World Tag Team titles held by the Rock and Roll Express. That's one possibility if they are ranked high enough after this. And it was Bigelow pinning Terry as we see the replay. Okay, let's see where they go with this reign. That's got to be a huge win for them in terms of the SRS. Okay, so the Funk Brothers are out. Bigelow and Vader are in. And there you go. I think the Holy Demon Army and the Toluses will have to have a rematch. And the Funks are going to be available. They'll make our tag team battle royal, it would appear. As I look to see where Bam Bam, where are you guys on the list? Oh, yeah, they were down dead last, almost. But they are the champions again. And let me just put this in my little title log. Now I have to look up when did they lose the titles. How long has it been? So I got to do a little homework here, folks, but you'll get to see it. I'm going to say it was week 12. So I look through. Yep, I had it right on the nose. A good guess by yours truly, I guess you could say. And we put a -2, noting that this was the second time they won the Western Tag Titles. And we'll format this out a little bit. There you go. Okay. So with that, we are on to our Western title bout. Pitting Jack Briscoe, the Western tag title holder. Of course, was an NWA champ back in the day. 60-minute time limit as he faces Stone Cold Steve Austin. Comes in with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. We'll use his babyface card, but we will tween him for this bout. It's definitely a bout you could see happening with these two guys' styles. Briscoe is 3-2-2. He went to a double DQ against the Destroyer. So the Destroyer might be a future opponent. Dory Funk Jr. was the last man to lose to Steve Austin, so he comes in with a 1-win match streak. This should be a good one. Briscoe and Stone Cold. And then we'll have our main event next. Oh, and Austin cut right away, and it's a serious cut. Oh, let me just double check and make sure my cut limit rule is off, and it is. It is now, anyway. You could definitely see Austin with that massive cut like he did in that WrestleMania bout with Bret Hart. Oklahoma roll. Could this be the end early? Nope. Another Oklahoma roll. No. And we go ahead. Briscoe with a huge lead. Kind of like our last bout where one man is just dominating the other at this point. Oklahoma roll again. And Austin's getting winded quickly here, it looks like, with that cut. Taking all the juice out of him. We're now past 16 minutes. It's still Briscoe doing very well, although Austin making a comeback here. Rolling reverse by Austin. Yeah, he had a very slim chance of getting the pin there. Pile driver by Stone Cold. No pin. Well, there was a pin attempted, but he didn't get it. These two battling out. Now it's about dead even. Boston Crab does not get a submission. They went out of the ring, came back in just in time. So the match continues near the halfway point now. Austin just firing a lot of blows and chops here, trying to get back into this one. But Briscoe still ahead by a bit. A lot of pin tries. There's been 14 pin tries in this bout, which usually might make this a like 4.5, 5-star bout. Stone Cold Stunner and a new champ. Stone Cold Steve Austin has done it. A come from behind win to become the new Western champion. And that means the Briscoes can now rejoin the tag ranks. So we've had 2 new champions in 2 bouts. Austin getting it done. A nice comeback win despite a massive cut, which in the old days probably would have been enough to stop the bout. A 5-star bout, so maybe we see these 2 soon. And Jack Briscoe will be a free agent and join the non-contenders battle royal. So Briscoe will be freed up. The first RCW championship for Steve Austin, which I am noting. So Briscoe goes. Can't move Brody in because he is still the Western World Brass Knux champion. So we'll have to find a number 5 contender. And we will. Okay, I just noticed I made an error here. In the tag summary, the local champions are in yellow, but in my other, the champions are orange, which is fine, at least for my personal taste. But a huge win for Stone Cold, whose real name is Steve Williams, so if he battles Dr. Death Steve Williams next week, it'll be Steve Williams against Steve Williams. On to our main event, and could we see a title change here? It would not be impossible, as Bruno Sammartino used the 1960s card. For Bruno, he is the World Brass Knux title holder. He will get Emile Czaja. Aha. He is in the master file, I know that. Yeah. So this is no DQ, no time limit. We go until somebody wins. Czaja, 3-1-1. He has won 3 of his last 4. Only blemishes was a count-out loss to Ivan Putski and a draw with Ricky Dozan, who that was eventually avenged. And this is the first title defense for Sammartino since he beat Buddy Rogers to win the Brass Knux title. And off we go. Czaja called King Kong. I believe he was a big wrestler in India. Towering man. Armbar. I would not be shocked if Czaja won the title here. just wouldn't be. Near pin attempt. Forehead punches. Stunned Bruno. And we have a cut right away to Czaja. Which doesn't bode well for the challenger. And off we go. We resume play. More cuts on Czaja. And Czaja looks winded. Got that Canadian backbreaker on him. He hoisted Czaja up for it. And now Sammartino cut. So double juice. Bruno's going to be a very tough man to pin the way it looks now, but Emile already looks like he's winded. Big press. And Bruno just kicking out in time. Bruno ahead by a bunch. And Emile with a couple of shots to the ring post, but he was already bleeding significantly. Big body slam. Does not get, just gets a 1 count. So this is Emile. Emile showing some nice recuperative power. 20 minutes gone by. Well, these guys are going to get winded quickly. Emile looks like he's on his last leg, so he's got to come up with something quick here. Body slam, nope, countered. Bruno just taking his time. His stamina way better. Oh, ring post. Czaja playing Yankee Doodle Dandy with Bruno's head. Chair shot by Bruno. This match not for the weak of heart. Bear hug. And good night, Emile. Bruno defending the World Junior Heavy, not the Junior, but the Brass Knux title. So that's it, folks. Four-and-a-half-star bout. And Bruno will stay in the Japanese, not the Japanese, but the Western region and face another contender, which might be Jack Dempsey. In fact, it will be Jack Dempsey. I'll make that match when I get done doing the totals and put this video up on YouTube. And hello, everybody. Good to be with you at 10:57 in the morning. So this took like about an hour. Hope you enjoyed our video. We'll come back next time, which will be Tuesday, let me see here, it's the 22nd. Memorial Day will be the 25th, 26th for our Indies card. So enjoy that. We got Time Travel Baseball League coming at you tomorrow. This has been Big Paulie. Godspeed, God bless. We'll do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.